Hi, welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. If you enjoy my reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel in order to be notified when I upload new weekly and monthly videos. Now today I'll be doing a general monthly reading for each of the astrological signs for the month of October 2017. As the reading focuses on the general energy surrounding all of the signs this month, the messages may or may not resonate with you. For a more personalized reading that focuses specifically on you, please contact me at the email listed in the description box or the About section of this channel, changingphasestarot@gmail.com. You can also find pricing and more information about readings on my website, also listed in the description box below. Please check out my channel for general weekly readings, extended weekend readings, and daily tarot snapshot readings. And you can also join me on my Facebook page, Changing Phases Tarot. Now, for our monthly reading today, I will be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the month of October. I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. There will be one additional guidance card from the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck. And I'll also pull an additional card from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck to complement the reading. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful month of October, and I'll see you in a minute for your reading. Okay, hi there, Libra. We're going to get started with your reading for the month of October 2017. This is your reading for the air sign Libra for the month of October. We're using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck today. I have been shuffling off and meditating on the cards, but I just wanted to give the cards a couple more shuffles here before we get started. Spirit messages for Libra for the month of October 2017. All right, here we go. So we have as our focal point the Two of Cups reversed. The crossing card is the Eight of Wands. Foundation, we have the Four of Cups. In the past position, we have the King of Swords. Crowning our reading, we have the Five of Swords. Move these over a little bit. The future card, we have the Ten of Cups. Who you are in the reading this month, Libra, you have the Seven of Wands. Your surrounding energy, or energy in the environment, is the Six of Wands. Your hopes and fears, Three of Pentacles. And the outbound energy, the Three of Wands. Two threes there, Three of Pentacles followed by the Three of Wands. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck is your overall energy for the month of October. Libra, you have the Emperor. So Major Arcana, the Emperor. Let me put this down and I will just pull two additional cards here. These are Oracle cards just for some additional guidance. So first from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck, which is by James Van Praagh. Spirit, please give us one card for an additional message for Libra for the month of October 2017. Okay, I wanted to come out. Our card is Abundance. Okay, and it says, I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Abundance. You see the beautiful colors on that card. Beautiful mandala. Okay, and set this over here for now. And we will also pull one additional guidance card from the Soul Woman Guidance card deck. Okay, so again, Spirit, I'm looking for one card, additional energy additional message for the air sign Libra, the month of October 2017. Flew out. You pick that one. It says, the flow of partnership. Another beautiful card. And this card says, the ebb and flow of relationship takes me where I need to be next on my path. Okay, so let me just set up all the cards here so we can see them better. And I will be right back to give you your reading, Libra. 1 second. Okay, so the messages for Libra. This was Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of October 2017. We have as the overall message the major arcana number 4, the Emperor. And we know that the Emperor typically represents an older male figure. And this could be an older male figure in your life right now. Maybe this is just you taking on the energy of the Emperor during the month of October. And he's somebody who represents structure, power, protection, right? He's the sort of the father figure of the tarot deck, and so he's all about protecting his domain. He's very self-assured. He's at times a little authoritative, but he does try to protect what is his, right? He's worked very hard to get to his position. He's you see that he has there's a crystal ball sort of around him. So it's all about strength and vision is the Emperor. So you could be, again, you could be dealing with somebody like the Emperor in the month of October, or you could be taking on this energy. This could be to protect yourself. It could be to protect your assets, your home, right, your family. And there's a definite, looking at some of the other cards here, there's a definite energy of, protection, needing to protect yourself, protection going on in the month. And we'll get into that in a minute with the rest of the cards. So what we have at the center of the reading, let me pull the card out here. We have the Two of Cups. Okay, it did come out in the reverse position, but the Two of Cups is the minor arcana card, which is similar to the Lover's card in the major arcana. So it's known as the soulmate card, and it's all about soul connections, right? Most of the time we think of it in more of a romantic sense, but it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, right? It just speaks of a harmonious partnership, right? A loving and lasting relationship, a partnership, a soul connection. It can, if we look at it to do with relationships, it can refer to marriage, proposals, engagement, right? Definite commitment between two individuals. I guess outside of love, we could look at it as just, a partnership. This could be a business partnership. It could be a friendship, just working with someone on a common goal. And it, just like I was saying with the energy here of protection, there's also sort of a separate energy here of working with people. And that comes up with here, the partnership card that we had is the extra guidance card. And also, here with the Three of Pentacles. So it does seem like there's a message of partnerships, working with people, but at the same time, sort of protection and trying to protect what is yours. So those two things come across this month for you, Libra. So going back to the Two of Cups, when it comes up in the reverse position, we know that, Cups energy, it's all about emotions and feelings. This is water energy. So in the reverse, it could mean that things aren't that harmonious. This could be arguments or, maybe incompatibility, right? There could be, if it's a relationship, one person is more committed to the relationship than the other, right? Or if we look at it as a soulmate connection, this could just be a delay, right? Sometimes cards in the reverse signify a delay in something. So this could be a delay in this relationship appearing. So depending, it's a general reading, so there could be many different meanings for the card, but for the most part, it has to do with with relationships and harmonious relationships. So with it being in the upright, that it could be a caution, right? A cautionary card, and especially when we think of the sort of the energy here, the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords. So it could be a cautionary card with any misunderstandings that might arise. So we'll get into that more in a minute. All right, crossing your Two of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is fire energy, right? And being with the fire energy, it's quick energy. It's very, it's active. It's passionate energy. And usually the Eight of Wands, it's very quick. It's quick, decisive action. This could be, a lot of times it has to do with receiving a message about something. And since it is so quick, we usually associate it with, text messages, emailing back and forth. So this, if you've, applied for a job, this could be news about something that you've been working on, news about a project. If we look at the Two of Cups as more of a partnership card instead of a love relationship, then this could be quick news coming in about a project or something you've been working on. So it is definitely, there's a very quick energy that goes along with this card. Decisive action, also reaching a goal, nothing can get in your way. So very powerful, sort of charging forward. And if we look across, sort of mirroring it, we have the Six of Wands, which is, surrounding you and your environment this month, which is all about victory and achieving things. So seems like good news is coming in, and, that's sort of crossing you as an obstacle, right, or hindrance here. This could be, I don't see it as much as sort of, something negative. It's just what could be affecting this partnership, right, is sudden news coming in about something that you might be working on. Now, in the foundation, we have the Four of Cups. Again, this is water energy. And usually it represents somebody feeling unfulfilled emotionally. You can see that in the card, the woman, she is sort of focusing on the one chalice in front of her, and she's not paying attention to the three that are behind her, right? So it's usually not feeling completely satisfied with what you have, looking at that other cup, wishing for something more. And so discontentment, boredom, maybe there's something missing. You're feeling as if there's something missing. If we look at it sort of from a different perspective, the card sometimes can just ask us to, or invite us to reevaluate our situation so as not to miss out on opportunities, right? So instead of focusing all of our energy right here, pay attention to the Three Cups back here. So as we don't miss out on whatever opportunities or possibilities might be coming in or might actually be in front of us, but we're sort of unwilling or unable to see them right now. So focus on, instead of focusing on what you don't have, the card encourages us to focus on things that we do have going on in our lives, right? And if we think of that saying, the grass is not always greener on the other side of the fence. So pay attention to what you have right now, right? Don't miss out on any opportunities there, but definitely, don't take for granted what you do have. So this could be in material possessions, career, friends, family. Focus more on the positive here. What we have in the past position is the King of Swords. In the past, we have the King of Swords. Let me show you the card. And the King of Swords, this is a very powerful, calm ruler. He uses his intellect, his logic over emotion. Somebody who's stern, but he's very just, truthful, decisive, right? And you have two very powerful male energies, right? With the overall energy of the Emperor and then the King of Swords right next to him. These are two very powerful male energies in the month of October. So this definitely might be somebody that you're dealing with, an older, usually the King of Swords is an older, much like the Emperor, an older male figure, right? Again, for a general reading, doesn't necessarily have to be male, but with the Emperor card as well, I would say that, this could be an older male figure that you're dealing with this month. So definitely a symbol of intellectual power, authority. He uses his intellect to accomplish everything that he sets out to. It does represent judgment. So sometimes this person could be, you could be dealing with a judge or a lawyer, somebody, in the military. And it's just, if it's not actually a person and this is your energy, that maybe in the past you were needing to take on the energy of the King of Swords. It was just using your intellect to succeed, right? So using your intellect, seeing things clearly, not focusing so much on your emotions, and using your intellect to figure out the best path, or to figure out the solution to a situation. And it's all about fairness as well, right? It's clarity, fairness, maintaining an objective point of view. And if it is, a person, again, then this could have been somebody that you were seeking guidance from, somebody who, much like a lawyer or a financial advisor or professional advisor, somebody who has a good reputation, lots of knowledge in his particular field, and somebody who would be able to give you fair and sound advice to help you in your situation. Okay, now what's crowning you is the Five of Swords, so another Swords card. Okay, and the Five of Swords, we see the woman with two swords in her back, and the man walking away carrying the three swords, right? So with the Five of Swords, it's it is a card that deals with battle and conflict, right? And engaging in conflict or finding yourself disagreeing with others, tension, hostility, right? And it sort of cautions you that even though you think you might have won that particular battle, you still might end up being the loser because you've ended up hurting others in the process, right? And so maybe you ended up isolating yourself from those people, from the group of people. So, you try to, after the battle, you try to pick up the pieces and act as if, everything is in the past, but maybe the relationships that you had prior to the conflict, they will never be the same, right? Because you ended up doing things or saying things, right, in order to win the battle that ended up hurting other people. So this could be, as you're crowning, the crowning energy here, this could be you feeling as if you have a struggle, you're going through a struggle with somebody. It can also represent conquest, like I said, as you achieving victory, but at what cost is kind of the question that you have to ask. So, and it does at times, it just encourages you to, to face the battle, right? Stand up to the fight, be aggressive in your struggles. There might be more obstacles ahead, right? But overall, you kind of see what problems are ahead of you, and you're aware of them now, and you're ready to sort of take on the struggle, take on the fight. But just be careful how you win the battle. I think that's the overall message here for the card is, if you do encounter this any type of disagreement or conflict during the month of October, just be careful how you go about dealing with that conflict and how you choose to win the battle, right? Because it kind of encourages us to see that it's not always important to win the battle, right? But rather to have integrity when dealing with a challenging situation. What we have in the future position is a beautiful card. It's the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is sort of the happy home life, happy family card. On this particular card, we see there's the man, the woman, the child. So it's a card that deals with emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, contentment. particularly in the areas of family and relationships. So definite, peace, harmony, love, all your dreams and wishes coming true. As it is a 10, it sort of indicates that you've attained this, you've worked very hard, you've gone through the whole suit of cups to reach this 10 of cups. So it's definitely taken a while, right? And it just sort of tells you to stop for a moment and appreciate everything that you have accomplished, right? Be grateful for what you have accomplished. So celebrate what you have, right? It's definitely a card of happiness here, right? And if we look, it's mirroring here the Two of Cups, even though the Two of Cups is in the reverse position, right? It shows, at least for the future, what's coming up is after, this, whatever this Five of Swords energy is, right? We do have happiness in the future. So coming up in the future for you, Libra, in the month of October. It does at times, thinking about the Ten of Cups, it does sort of ask you, it deals with intuition as a Cups card, right? It sometimes asks you to, as an intuitive person, you might feel that, you are an intuitive person, and it asks you to trust in your feelings, right? Trust in your intuition. So when you feel happy and inspired and your intuition tells you something about, what the best opportunities might be, trust in that, okay? So again, a card of happiness and family and, this sort of perfect blending of love and harmony, relationships, and unlimited blessings. All right, who you are in the reading. We have another card of battle here. Okay, so the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands card is a card that deals with struggle and conflict. And we see here that the man, he's holding, right, he has his wands and he's defending himself. He has the shield. He's defending himself against, 6 other wands or other people. And so obviously he's outnumbered. But even though he is outnumbered, possibly caught off guard, he seems to have the upper hand because, in addition to the weapons, he's sitting on top of the dragon, so he could easily just, fly away if he didn't feel like facing them. But the card is, this fearless warrior spirit is sort of, he's unafraid to stand out to whatever challenges might come up. So this is your energy for the month. So this might be you being asked to act or to face, right, a certain challenging situation. And again, following this Five of Swords over here, there definitely might be something that you're dealing with, some type of challenging situation in the month of October. But what comes up is what's going on in your environment is another Wands card, the Six of Wands. And I see this as this sort of a de-escalation of whatever was going on here, of this conflict, because we go from a 7 down to a 6, right? And we know that the Six of Wands, it's all about victory. We see that instead of having the, let me hold these two up together, instead of all of the wands facing the warrior, in this one we have the warrior is victorious. The wands are encircling him, so no longer being challenged. Right, he has the lion here, so this is all about bravery and courage, and holding the crystal, which is all about vision and insight. So it's a definite card of acknowledgement, of vindication, of recognition, right? Vision, enlightenment, a victory card. So whatever challenges you might face, you will be victorious this month. You will get through it and you will come out the other end, right, victorious. We have in your hopes and fears the Three of Pentacles, okay, and the Three of Pentacles is it can be seen as a completion to a short-term goal. So maybe you had, with the, we know that with the Ace of Pentacles is sort of the news. It could be a new job coming in. With the Two of Pentacles, it's the juggling. The Three, you've worked hard, right? You've been working hard, and you've been able to complete a short-term goal. It does also deal with partnerships and teaming up with others to plan and work hard on a common dream or a project. It reminds us to sort of see the bigger picture, be very careful with our planning, be determined, right? Work hard and don't give up. It's all about persistence, okay? And by doing so, your dreams can be achieved. So it encourages us to stick to a plan, team up with others. It can be sort of beginnings as well, beginnings of great new things to come, but there's definitely a component that has to do with working with others. So working with others, being persistent to reach our goal. So even though we've reached whatever short-term goal this is, need to keep going because this is only a 3. We know that, goes up to the 10 of Pentacles, which would be the, sort of the culmination of all of the hard work. The outbound energy for the month is the 3 of Wands. So another 3 here. And this is a very, let me put that there. The 3 of Wands is, again, fire energy, just like we have here 2 other fire cards, right? Or 3 actually in the reading. And it deals with waiting for our ships to come in. Okay, so we know that fire energy is about action, moving ahead on a decision that we made with the 2 of Wands. And out of all the Wands cards, I'd say that the 3 of Wands is probably the most passive of the cards because it's all about waiting. It tells us that we need to wait, right? It's a time of waiting to receive return on investment on whatever you've put a lot of time and energy into, right, after the 2 of Wands decision. So, much like the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands tells us that things are underway now, right? We are working towards something, starting to consider more opportunities. It's all about expansion, expanding our horizons and expanding our current plans to maximize on the potential of our future. So everything is progressing steadily, right? Thanks to planning, persistence. So, a lot of persistence and planning, but waiting going on here, right? And it just asks us to sort of adopt a longer term view. So much like this one, you've achieved a short term goal. Don't look at things short term. Keep your focus, keep your eye on, just like we have the crystal there shining out. Keep your eye on the long term goal, right? Stay focused on the goal. Again, work with others, right? Partner up with others. It's definitely about vision and just, being patient to reach our goals. Now, so I would say, looking at trying to get a main message for the reading, it would be persistent and value collaboration, okay? Because if we look at the 2 cards that we have here, the oracle cards, the first one is number 16, the flow of partnership. And this card is from the Soulful Woman deck. And this card tells us, I'm connected to myself and to the cosmos, even as relationships enter or leave my life. I'm grateful for these gifts of connection and engagement, wherever and whenever they occur. I feel at peace with this process. At times, my path takes me into relationships. At other times, I am called to gently release relationship and be on my own as I journey forward. When I feel called to be in partnership, I relax into the process, knowing that I will attract the perfect partnership for me. I am open to the flow of life. I follow my unfolding journey with radical faith and courage, knowing that I am always connected to the life pulse of the universe and that the right people come into my life at the right time. So I think this definitely ties in with this 2 of Cups in the reverse position, as well as, right, the 10 of Cups, and then the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. It's all about partnering up, right, and understanding that at times, it might take a while. We might need to wait. There might be some type of delay, but at times it's necessary for us to partner, right, look towards partnerships in order to achieve whatever our next goal is in life, right, to the next chapter in our journey. And the last card that we have is from the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Praagh, and it's Abundance. And this card says, in order to have abundance in all areas of your life, you must create the space of receiving and know that you are deserving of anything your heart desires. The more you can release limited thinking and worry, the more open you are to receiving the infinite flow of the universe. Allow yourself to have fun when manifesting what you want in life and enjoy the process. By embracing a positive mindset, you are opening the door to unexpected abundance. It is natural to have abundance in your life, and you must realize that any thoughts of limitedness may have come from either a past life or life condition you have chosen to overcome. They could also originate from programming that you received from the environment you grew up in and the value systems you were taught when you were young. Now is the time to begin to live with the realization that you are worthy of having abundance in every aspect of your life. When you are in the vibration of receiving, you can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality. So again, this, I think if we look at the asking us to just sort of trust and release, and tying this one in with the last card, the abundance card, and with this Three of Wands, it is the the releasing, the waiting, the understanding that at the right time, things will arrive for us. And it might be the partnerships, it might be the news of the new opportunities, but it's trusting in the abundance that will come in when the time is right. Okay, Gemini. Well, I'm sorry, Libra, not Gemini. Thank you, Libra, for joining me. I do hope that these messages have helped for the month of October. I wish you a month full of success and positive energy, and I look forward to reading for you again next month. Take care, and I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.